Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to Talking Town's birthday show. The platform is 4 years old today. I know, 4 years have flown past. We've seen it all in that time. We've seen a lockdown or three. We've seen being beaten by Northampton and Wimbledon in the same week. We've seen 0-0 at Cheltenham and meltdowns galore, but it's always been fun and it's always been Talking Town. And before I start, I want to say a huge thank you to every single viewer, every single person who's liked our stuff, shared our content, left live views, post live views, and just got involved with the shows. You've really made Talking Town what it is today. So thank you ever so much for that. And of course, thank you to every single contributor, whether they appear today or whether they don't appear today. Thank you to every single contributor who has appeared throughout Talking Town history. You'll always be a part of the success that we've put together here. And this is a very hastily put together birthday show. I've been incredibly busy, incredibly flat out with a whole range of different things. No, don't fret. I've not reached the big time thanks to Sky Sports News. I'm not quite Ed Sheeran global superstar status yet, but it is a very hastily put together birthday show. So thank you to the contributors, and otherwise I would have had them on, of course. We do want your live comments this evening. I've got some questions thanks to our Discord and thanks to the YouTube community tab. So if you want to ask a question, well, don't go there now. Just put it into the live chat, and we'll try and run through some questions, as many as we can, through the back end of the show. We're going to look back in the first ever Talking Town. But one thing that hasn't changed in 4 years is how late I am. So sorry for starting late. I have never been someone who's ever been on time, and I never will be someone who's on time. So apologies for being late. That's never changed and never will change. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for making it what it is. Don't forget, cricket is directly after this show. That's Talking Cricket with Rich and his merry men. Ailey says Gov is late to the party. You absolutely better believe it, Ailey. Better believed it. Jonathan says, get used to waiting good training for VAR. See, I've been training you all for 4 years for this very season. So you're all used to waiting for it. And of course, we wouldn't be Talking Town without a few technical mishaps. Before we went live, my webcam decided to stop working. Classic TT. Classic way to start a show. But as always, and the people who joined me on the very first Talking Town, that was called Talk of the Town back then, is Matthew Phillips and Richard Moss. Welcome in, gentlemen. How are we?
Here we are.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Martin
to us.
Martin said we're going to be fashionably late. That's what the cool kids do. That was
Here
the
we
real
are.
reason.
Cool kids, all right. Who goes to their own party and start, at the start,
A little bit different hairstyles, facial hair.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to show a little bit of the first ever Talk of the Town that soon morphed into Talking Town in just a moment, because I think it's a live reaction.
Why did we change that? I can't remember.
So we could go across multiple sports, talking cricket, talking F1, talking knockouts. So it was all under the one brand, you see? It's up here for singing, down here for dancing.
Yeah,
This is a celebration show, isn't it? It's a celebration. And that was a celebration of finishing 11th in League One.
Yeah.
I've just got a list here, right, of all the live special guests we've had on. So,
go for it.
Curry, Slater, ×2. Matt and Stuart. Great show that, by the way, Matt. You got him on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Forrest, Tanner, Wilness, DeVos, Roycer, Putney, Carbassion, Scales, Stewart, Butcher, Osmond, Sheehan, Thomas, Peskett, Sutherland, Wilson, Peake, Detmer, Bakay, Johnson, Chaplin, Norwood, and Mark Ashton. And I think next week, Craig Forrest is on for his hat-trick appearance. So, Gov, get that intro.
Get the intro
queued up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What a wonderful array of guests we've had. And
a lot of guests, isn't it? A lot of guests.
Many more to come. Lots of them to come. And we'll sort of mention our favourites first of all. But I think we should really see how it all started first and foremost. I mean,
God.
and this is going to be a live reaction. Every time I put it on my screen today, I've laughed because it's just an embarrassment of what the hell. So there it is. There is the first ever talk of the town.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gover's in his living room.
Right? I'm in my living
What's that
room.
say?
I put like, comment, and
comment,
subscribe.
and subscribe.
Comment
I like
and
that,
subscribe.
Yeah.
But
I did go round Gov's once. I did go round Gov's once when I dropped them cabinets off.
The cabinets, yeah.
Yeah.
For the budgets.
Where are they?
They're in the bedroom. They're in the garage. They're in the bedroom.
they're
Yeah.
in there.
In the bedroom. So, talk of the town obviously was something I was doing with two friends. Primarily just as a way of seeing them both because they're both so busy. Neil and Rob, they both appear on the platform. Neil more than Rob these days, but Rob has asked to come back on, so he is going to be making
The Don.
a return.
The Don
Don's
returns.
coming back. We've said this, haven't we, Matt? We did say get the
Bring
Don
back the Don. Yeah.
He has made a formal request to join the party once again.
Jumping on the bandwagon. The Premier League.
Now we're Premier League. Now we'll see what he's done there.
Heads up now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We
So I
see
was
you,
doing
Don.
I was doing talk of the town with those two as a way of just getting them around my house on a Monday night, giving them dinner and just seeing them. And then COVID.
So actually added to that list of special guests, you had Alan Lee, Bowditch,
Dean Bowditch,
Alex Bruce,
David Norris,
Ian Marshall,
Alex Matthew,
Ian Marshall.
Big Marshall.
Yes, Ian Marshall.
I actually
yeah.
forgot Alex Matthew on our list. Yeah, Matthew
I know you
on our
did,
list.
so I just mentioned them now.
Rewind the tape a minute. You did the show in order to get them round your house and give them dinner. We've never even managed to get that.
Did they
We've been
present
with
around
you
your
for
house
years.
when that was recorded?
Yeah, around my house. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, around my house. In fact, you stole one of my gimmicks because I had shirts behind me.
I did remember watching some of your with Rob, and it sort of looked at you sitting at your kitchen table.
We were sat in my front room. Yeah.
He wouldn't sit there in a minute, would he? He wouldn't sit there in a minute, Matt, with all them bloody health and safety issues.
No, exactly.
Trip hazards.
No,
Exactly, the trip hazards.
absolutely. That should be there. I might stand up. That should be the competition winner. The winner gets dinner with. Look, many people want dinner with me. Many people these days want dinner with me.
Slow market kebab house.
Yeah, mostly the wife, to be honest, and I keep putting that off. So maybe we'll see how we go, Matt. We'll see how we go. But then COVID hit. Yeah, then COVID hit, and them two were still working. They were very busy, and I was like, okay, but I want to sort of carry this on. I think there's something sort of special to be had here. And then I listened to Kings of Anglia do a Twitter space, right? And this man appeared, and I thought, I like the sound of his jib jab. And I do think he sounds like someone who could hold a conversation because I'd already got in mind Bedsheet Richard Moss.
His previous gimmick.
Yeah.
His previous name.
Right,
so
yeah,
I've known
suffered.
you for a long time, right, Rich? We'd known you for, well, all the way back to when you were given that name, to be honest. Wanting my children out, right?
Yeah, Bedsheet. That still does sort of hang around to my annoyance sometimes.
So I knew I was going to invite you on and get you a part of it, and then I had to try and find the right foil, the right counterman. So this was the first ever show that you two had done together, right? You hadn't even spoken, I don't think, at this point.
No, I didn't even know, Matt.
We'd spoken on social media, I think, but that was about it. Probably had around social media, Rich.
Well, we will go there in a little bit about social media in the start. Just a little brief.
We will.
Sort of.
Yeah, we will. But this was the first ever one. I'm going to play it, and then I'll stop it, and I just want to get your reaction on it. So hopefully you can hear it. Let me just double check that I've got the correct hearing apparatus on, I guess, is for a better word. Yep. Also share audio. Perfect. See, things haven't changed in 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. We're still as organised as ever. And here we go.
Welcome back, guys, to the Talking Town podcast with myself and two new contributors here. They are the podcast dream team. I'm trying to think of iconic duos. The podcasting world. Hang on, no, Peter Crouch and Chris Smith. There you are. That's a much better podcasting duo. We are here to talk to you about Paul Lambert's interview this morning with Mark Murphy. We are here to talk about Ipswich Town finishing 11th. I should have really rehearsed this intro. I do apologise.
That's not changed.
To Richard first. So, first of all, the interview this morning with Mark Murphy.
I liked it when you had a little handheld microphone.
It didn't really surprise me what he said. You could put
that
a
was
Paul Lambert interview.
The first ever one. That was the real bad intro, the bad haircuts, the bad beards.
We've not had
yours hasn't
haircuts.
changed,
Well,
obviously,
Richard had shaved his head, but we've not had haircuts for months on end.
No, absolutely. So, what are your thoughts thinking back to that time? You two hadn't really spoken to each other. It was the first ever show. We finished 11th. What's your thoughts?
I remember thinking this is really good. It could go places. But he did 13 minutes, 38 seconds. It's changed since, doing 2-hour shows now when we get promoted.
Just at the start, wasn't it? Did you press record on it? Because we didn't. That wasn't live, was it? You didn't do that live, did you? That was always recorded.
No,
recorded.
So that was the recorded one. That did 487 views.
Not too bad.
They've got to be
Not
nostalgia
too bad.
views. People have gone back to watch it, I reckon. Certainly didn't get
Yes.
that amount of views of that live, did we? Or when it was when it went live eventually.
It's those on the Discord have gone back just to bring them back up to the front and,
Yeah.
and share them around and everything. But yeah, you had the dog next to me on the sofa, and that was a recorded version. You're right. We started off recording, didn't we? And then we changed from recording to live. Why did we change from recording to live? Because I couldn't be bothered with editing.
Well, to be fair, you said no one does a live show, do they? That was one of the reasons. No one was doing
That is
that.
the big reason.
Now everyone's bloody doing it.
Well, yeah, but no one was, were they? No one was doing live shows, and that was a big. I think if we go live, and I was really quite worried about you two going live, which I'm sure was. I'm so surprised. Sure, will surprise nobody at home. I still am petrified every time I hit the live button. To be fair,
this is the beauty. This is the beauty of what Talking Town is, that we're live, and this just you don't know what's going to happen.
It's unpredictable, isn't it?
And everyone has followed, because if you look like back then, like you say, no one was live. And then you set the trend. The Podfather.
But that first live show though was about 20 people, wasn't it? Of which we know Nick Muller was one, and Ben Moore, God bless him, I think he was one as well.
Yep, absolutely.
That shows you our audience back then.
No, it does. It does. And then I did some daily sort of mental health vlogs, because obviously it was in lockdown. But I just really thought we had something special that would really, I don't know, just capture the audience and give them a place to talk about football, particularly in COVID, where we were scattered, weren't we, Rich? Like literally overnight, we were scattered far and wide.
That was what it was all about, I think, wasn't it? Really, community, and that's sort of what we sort of based it off in them early days, just getting people together, Martin, and just talking. You know. There you go.
Yeah,
Mike D.
Never
Don't worry, Mike. Don't worry, Mike. We're coming to that show when I absolutely fire some cannons off. I shared that in the Discord earlier. That was not my favourite, not my best moment. Well, it was a good show, but yeah, it was all about community, wasn't it? Starting off and giving a platform, and then it just grew from there, didn't it, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think any of us. Well, when you start a show and you do we don't even do 15 minutes on that first one. You don't really know what the audience is going to be moving forward. Certainly never thought we'd get to a space, Rich, where we had all those guests that you mentioned, or have current players on, or owners, or interview people about ownership changes.
Well, I've never interviewed anybody, Matt. You know, it's like, but it's like, I think it's like, but I think it's football, isn't it? It's football, and we could talk all day about football.
Yeah,
exactly. I think we could, because we've proved over like the last 4 years, like you say, starting from 13 minutes, and now we're doing shows that are 2 hours long. The one I remember we done on that Sunday evening with Craig Forrest. I mean, we went till nearly midnight, and we could have kept going. It was just brilliant. So it's just great to talk Ipswich Town, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, just like getting people on like Frank Yallop, the Mark Detmer interview where Brett turns up. I mean, they were just like never in our wildest dreams when we did that first show with our lockdown haircuts. Did we think we was in that space? All be here maybe 4 years later, I suppose.
I remember the Frank Yallop.
Well, technically,
I remember the Frank Yallop show, Matt, that we done. Me and you done it, and it was like the Friday night. He was obviously, I think he was in the States, and not sure if he got the link, not sure if we know how it was all going to work, and it was like you get into about 5 minutes before you go in live, and you've obviously through the week you've told everybody you've got Frank Yallop on, used to play for Town, and you're thinking, well, I hope he bloody turns up.
Yeah, and lo and behold,
it always come right in the end, didn't it?
Good old Frank, the ledge. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, technically, it was our second show, because our first ever show, I don't think anyone's ever seen, because it was recorded under private. And I kept getting messages through the show saying, we can't see the content. Where is it? What's going on? And
new to the
I
tech.
said it's private. by accident. So that was.
We've done about an hour.
Talking.
We did about an hour when you broke the news.
Yeah,
we're broadcasting to no one.
I think really what's so good about Talking Town, and is because it is our viewers and the people that come on the show, and it is unfiltered. Like, I don't give anybody any direction. I say this is the talking points, but if you want to talk about something else, you talk about something else. It might be, I don't know, a news article like Ipswich Town this week, for example, the whole season ticket change. So if I was messaging one of you two or one of the contributors, Tux, Ben, George, the fisherman, it would be, we're just going to talk about that. I wouldn't say what to say. I wouldn't say how you want to say it. I'd just say that's what we're going to talk about. Bring whatever you want to talk about. And I think that's what really sets us apart in the sense of it is totally. Even I don't know what you're going to say. Even I don't, and I am the one that's responsible for what goes out. Like
we've had loads of moments before we go on air, everyone. We've gone right. I think we'll do about 40 minutes max. We've ended up doing like an hour and a half or something. I mean, you just go off on tangents. But like you said earlier, Rich, you're talking football with people, and then people click the link, and then you talk football with them. Talk the town. You've got the common ground. For you've done 90 minutes.
Well, I think that's one thing I've never got better at, Rich, is even in the early days, I was looking at the early shows. I said, welcome to Talking the Town, welcome to Talking Town. Tonight, we're going to sort of guide you through 30 to 40 minutes of football discussions. I've never once hit a time marker that I've set myself, not once.
Well, you can never really plan how long you're going to be. We always know that, like, especially on a Sunday, we'll do an hour, like, minimum. But I just think it's brilliant that it's like, so many friendships have been born out of this show. It's like, look, I didn't know Matt. I knew you, but I didn't know anybody else.
You did, know.
And now you call them your friends, you chat to them on the Discord, on the phone, and whatever. You see them at the games, and this is what football's all about, isn't it? At the end of the day, meeting people, and it's that common bond you've got. And we've gone through the bad times. We'll probably talk about them defeats at bloody Wimbledon and Northampton, Matt, and falling asleep against Rochdale. And then we've come so far in 4 years as a show, but as a football club as well. I mean, would anyone have thought when we first started that 4 years ago during COVID, Matt, that we'd be bloody back in the Premier League?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, to even think that. We were moaning about Lee O'Neill at that point. But I think, it's interesting to see people saying how much this show helped them during lockdown. That's amazing to think that. I remember getting, the first few shows we were seeing comments, people saying, I've been looking forward to this all week. And then suddenly you think to yourself, bloody hell, you've got a bit of this bit of expectation there. I think for us three, our lockdown experience would have been different. We hadn't been doing this show or planning the show or what we was going to talk about or, then looking forward to the next one. It gave us something to think about. So I think it's been a two-way thing, really. I think it's fantastic that people, it helped people in whatever way they wanted it to help them during lockdown. And I think the same for us. The fact that we produced the show,
I remember that causing a stir when we burnt it. I remember when we burnt it, there was people moaning. I mean,
another mess you got me into there.
I didn't.
Literally, there was actually everywhere.
But look, it's great as well that a lot of people thought, Matt and Martin, that we wouldn't last. They thought, you'll be around for a few shows and then you'll sort of just disappear.
On a few platforms, people were wishful thinking, I think.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking.
Still are. And let's be honest, boys, we are only one big bust up away from it. We are only one big bust up. We've had some Barneys in our WhatsApp group. We've had some toys thrown. We've had some storm out. We've had some storms in. We are only one ever, ladies and gentlemen at home. Don't ever think it's roses behind the scenes. We are only one big bust up. We are three very passionate, fiery people.
Yeah, but we always come back to the common goal in the end. We do. It's just like we might throw toys out and sulk and whatever. But it's like this is you get away from normal everyday life as well, because everyone's got issues going on, and we can just come on here and nobody knows like what some of us have been through, and we still come on here every Sunday, Matt, and we still deliver a top draw show, in my opinion. I think that's what testament to us.
What's your rate there, son?
But I'm not. I'm just saying that everyone goes through everyday problems and nobody knows sometimes, and you just think it's like, oh look, there's Rich, there's Matt and Martin just laughing away in that, and you think, but you don't know what's going on in the background. But we still, because I think that obviously people rely on you a little bit, because it's like a Sunday at 1:30. They do, because they think Talking Town's going to be live.
Yeah,
and we're
absolutely.
normally there, aren't we?
That
Unless it's
expectation.
at 8,
That's what I told
unless it's
them.
at 8 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock's a bit too late for Gov because he's tucked up in bed.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. The thing is, like, that is an interesting point because I have purposely tried to be consistent with what we put out or when we put it out. You know, in the sense of if I say there's like our Sunday afternoon, for example, even through the summer, even in our first summer, I didn't stop. I didn't say, all right, you know, let's put it away now and come back to it in a couple of months. Like I've always tried to be consistent. So, you know, if you do enjoy Talking Town, if you do come here for your own release, escape, discussion about football, there's always something there for it. It never leaves you, as it were, if that makes sense. I've always tried to be consistent, even against my own family detriment, to the extent, you know, I've missed family things, I've come home from family things, because I feel it's important that we're a community and we're always there for each other. Even, you know, when the bat and ball is cricket, which I can't stand, by the way. But, you know, like we've always got something.
Yeah, he was all over it, wasn't he? He was all over it until it rained.
Yeah, until it rained. That was it.
That rains.
Yeah, great. How can a British sport be ruined by rain? Like, we invented rain, did we?
But it's like sometimes, a lot of times, Gov's on the move, and he'll always get us on air, won't he, Matt?
Certainly will.
Wherever he is, press that button.
Like
away we'll go.
Just
let us know. Just let us know when you finish. Yeah, it does.
The show will go on.
I remember that fixture show. I remember that fixture show a couple of years ago. I had to do about 10 minutes on my own because I can't remember which one of you couldn't get in. Was it? I think it was you, Matt.
I don't think I was on that show. I don't think Martin could get on. I don't think I was on that one.
No, it was me. I was probably juggling Arthur, who was probably 2 at the time. It was a Tuesday morning. I remember it actually. It's come to mind. Yeah, I was juggling.
We will be live
next
Tuesday. Yes, 9 a.m.
Tuesday, 9 a.m. next week. Yeah, I've done the fixture show last year from the beach in Cos. You've done a TV appearance on holiday, Rich.
I looked at one the other week. It was when it wasn't Ladapo. It was Dominic Ball signed, and I was in the Maldives, and it was like 1 a.m. I think you were on with Tux.
That was Ladapo.
No, it was Ladapo. Ladapo was the show when I was going through Dubai Airport, and I turned you. You chat, and I'd done the Dom Ball show. It was like 1:30 in the morning in the hotel. I'd had about 8 rum and cokes, and I was on with you, and Tux was on. My Wi-Fi was actually quite good, Matt. I was on my phone. I was quite surprised.
Probably better.
This is what we do. We do when we're on holiday. We're still there.
Mike D says God Burn the Lambert poster was a favourite. We did raise money for charity, by the way, when we did that. Got a question for you coming in later on. I'll star that. We've got Sharon Guest, who didn't know what a podcast was until Sharon found Talking Town. Well, I'm glad you found us, Sharon. I really am. Mike Fisherman, TT, by the fans, for the fans, absolutely. Ben says, well, I'm talking about mental health on this show. Always promote mental health, Ben, where I can. I did a podcast on it, as I say, during lockdown.
Who was the lad you had on? It was one of the academy players got released, didn't he? Yeah, it's one of the you done a show with him about. It's a little bit about mental health.
Yeah, me and Ben did a show with him. Yeah, I remember. Oh, I want to say someone. Reed was his surname. I can't. You're asking me about names.
Yeah, Reed. Yeah. I tell you,
I'm talking
about Ben Adams. Talking about Ben Adams. There's so many favourite shows. When you said the other day about your favourite show, and when me and Ben done the Sunday night with Jason Schechterle, I mean, his story was just absolutely inspiring. If you don't know about it, you can go back and watch it. And I mean, his book is Burning Shield, Matt. You know, he bought that out.
Unbelievable story. That. Yeah, I know. What a guy.
Paul said, me and the wife found the show during COVID, never looked back. Thanks for watching us, Paul and wife. It was like talking about football in the pub
at MK Dons. Do you remember, Rich?
Yeah. I think that's the important thing. We are a pub setting, let's be honest. Like you might not like that if that's what you want from your podcast. I don't know. I'm guessing you're here, so you do. But we are definitely down the pub.
down the bottle. Down that bottle.
Talking of MK, it was great at MK when Matt come with me. And there were a few people who give us a bit of stick on Twitter. These type of people, Matt, who they never come and say anything to your face, and you can see them saying, "Oh look, there's that cruncher over there, and there's the Matt," and you think, "Hang on, you're the one who's giving us a load of grief on Twitter, you fools."
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is.
Exactly.
Ailey, I love the TT community, as you've said. We have met like-minded Town fans. I thought I'd be in front of the camera on post-match at the statue and get called the Stowmarket legend. Owen says, does make me laugh how some people have such hatred for the show. They get words up on Twitter, but this shows for me, especially the Discord, has been fantastic for my mental health. Thank you very much, Owen, and thank you for appearing on the shows that you've appeared on.
Like Marmite. We've been like Marmite for a lot of Town fans for whatever reason. I don't know why. All right, we was a bit nippy when we started, maybe.
I'm thinking of 2 reasons. I'm looking at them.
Yeah, we was enthusiastic, I would describe it, Rich, when we started. Say, come on, watch us.
But I think it's one of them ones where you're new kids on the block, and you want to make a bit of a splash, don't you? You think, get on the socials, stir a few people up, which I think we're probably quite good at.
People take it serious. That's the problem. Take things very seriously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You won't find
job shaming from Matt up there.
Yeah, that
was a standard heckle used at the comedy store.
That was disgraceful. That was disgraceful. Like, you won't find 3 people that are so different with how they approach social media. I won't say boo to a goose on social media, so I don't tweet at all. Whereas you two literally would bark at anything that moves on social media.
We've calmed it down. We've calmed it down.
Like dogs in the yard.
Is that because I've come off Twitter?
Yes. Yeah, probably. You've come off Twitter at my request.
You're still there. You're still there, though, aren't you?
I may come back one day. You never know. I don't need the grief in my life, quite frankly. I mean, look. The way people carry on Twitter, you'd think we're all going to live forever. Do you know what I mean? And I just think it's a waste of time going back and forth and trying to get one over somebody. Just live your life. Do you know what I mean? It's more to scrolling through and commenting on a podcast. We're having fun. If you don't like it, don't watch it. There's loads of good shows out there. Go and watch them.
But it's the one thing I would change. And there's a question coming in from our Discord, Lewis Robinson, about what one thing you would change having started Talking Town. And I guess I'll ask it now. That is the one thing I would probably change, is I would have brought in a social media policy early doors. Because you
rock and roll, Martin. Rules and regs.
Because you two, I've died 1,000 deaths. The amount of times I've been sent a message. It always starts with the following message, right? It comes up. Hello, mate. How are you? Not spoke to this person for 6 months. What do you mean? How am I? They only ask how you are. When
not just on social media the gov gets contacted, is it, Matt?
No, exactly.
On a Sunday night and doesn't answer the phone.
Your show would be much better if Matt and Rich weren't on it.
I wonder I know them words. I'm not going to say who it was.
I happen to agree with you, sir. Yes, I do agree.
He didn't answer. He didn't answer that Sunday. It was me and bloody you getting the bloody flack.
I know. Never mind. No. These things happen.
But that's what I would change. Anything you two would change from your own personal journey, being a contributor through the 4 years. They wouldn't change nothing, I mean, they're perfect, you see. As they always say.
I would change it. I'd like to do. Listen, I'm going to let everyone know. I don't really like doing 1:30. Slap bang in the middle of the day on a Sunday. It's tricky. I'd like to do evenings, really, but
it used to be pretty tricky.
Well, it's interesting that Mike says there about Norwood destroying me as my favourite show. At least I had the balls to stand up to him, whereas these two bloody clowns who giving him a little bit of stick, they were like carrying in the background, didn't you?
We liked him. You've been calling him out on Twitter.
I've always liked him.
Pub player.
We liked him.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Back and forth.
You want to see a different side of me? You get me John Nolan on the platform. You want to see a different side of me?
Where is even John Nolan?
Wow. I think that is a challenge. I'm actually going to see if I can get John Nolan on the platform.
I will be John Nolan.
What is a John Nolan? Do you remember that?
What is a John Nolan?
What is a John Nolan? We want to know your favourite moments, your worst moments, your funniest moments, questions. Get them all in. I'm going to run through them in just a second. We've done 28 minutes already. That's how time can get away with you when you sit in these chairs. As I'm sure Tux in the chat will tell you, other people who have been a contributor in the chat will tell you, when you sit in these chairs.
Yeah, but half the time we normally do half an hour. We haven't even chatted about anything relevant to Ipswich Town. It's just
going to the dentist.
Well, I was listening to Sunday's show. Where was it you had a fry up and you didn't have beans on your plate?
Oh, I've got a picture on my phone. I won't say the company in case they want to sponsor me one day. Because you never turn down the pound note. But it was a place in Phoenix though.
Oh, beans.
No, I know.
You said it was Martello Tower. I had to look up what a Martello Tower was. I didn't know what that was.
Did you?
It's like a Napoleon thing.
Right. If you're from Phoenix, though, it's standard. You know where the Martello Towers are. But I've looked at their menu since. I took a picture of it on the day, and it had no beans on it. So it wasn't even like it was missed out by mistake. I know. Absolutely
I wouldn't have.
unbelievable.
I don't think I'd have beans on a full English. I don't think I would.
What'd you soak your bread up with then?
Supplement it with your condiment, wouldn't you? Your ketchup, your brown sauce, or as you like to do, Martin, mix ketchup with mayonnaise. We've actually discovered on our YouTube comments that's actually a thing on the continent. There you go. You see, little nuggets. Mixing tomato sauce with mayonnaise is actually a thing you serve on with a prawn cocktail on the continent.
That's how busy I am. I've not looked at the YouTube comments yet. Is it really?
I called Ian and put it in the comments. I said, if we ever do talking food, he's now on. He can be in.
I told you I was a classy guy. I told you I've got some continental flair about me. Told you that, didn't I?
Continental flair. Talking of continental flair, we will be doing the Euros draw.
Yes, stay tuned. Who have you got?
Listen to that.
We will. Right. Question. What's the one common opinion you now regret? E.g. Raheem, the dream player of the season. It's a great question. It's a great question. I don't regret that as much as Mark Ashton probably regrets signing him. Like, I didn't sign him. I didn't pay nearly £1 million for him. That was you, Mark.
Well, there's loads of things you say in like the moment, the live moment, isn't there? And you watch it back a few days later and go, "Wish I hadn't said that." But luckily, no one ever holds it against you. I would say probably. I would say probably Burgess should never wear a blue shirt again. He's proved me wrong, and I'm glad about it. By the way, look, when we say stuff and we get proved wrong, we're not like gutted or anything. I mean, it's just it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? He's been fantastic for us, and although I meant it at the time, I was incorrect. Ditto McKenna, I suppose, but I don't regret that either. We had the world's biggest League One budget ever, and we were going down the table, and it'd been crap for 4 months. So you know,
I'll stop talking. Yeah, don't bring it back up because there's new viewers who don't know you even said that.
Humble pie, Martin. The humble pie live on air.
It's very true. You see, I don't regret much because I've got the ability to pull a show off the air if I've said something I don't like. So if you ever see a show go off the air, you can assume that Gov said something he didn't like and he's just deleted it.
That's happened a couple of times.
That's happened a couple of times.
Saturday morning, it's gone.
Never to return.
Yeah. Never to return. Rich?
Probably bigging up Joe Pigott so much and saying he gets 23 goals.
But to be fair, though, it was a good signing at the time, wasn't it?
He was a great shout. He was absolute garbage. He scored 3 goals, Matt. One was at Gillingham in the Papa John's. Yeah. One was a penalty against Wimbledon. The other one was a goal they gave against Burton. It wasn't even his goal. It was an own goal. So really only got 2, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember listening to Rich on...
Tux, here we go. I've been bitterly disappointed ever since. What a guy.
That was your catchphrase, though, not for me. It's not for me.
Not for me.
Not for me. I can't wait to have Tux on again next year and Moultrie Man and many others. George obviously does all of our artwork. We can't thank George ever.
Tux has got a podcast. If anyone likes a different alternative view, go and People Behind Brands.
Martin's been on it.
Very good. Yes, you have.
Very, very privileged to be and honoured to be invited. Mark Tussford, I remember the young. Oh no, so I've just read that. Steve Catchbar, happy birthday from Cyprus. Ever thought of a TT International? There are loads of town fans around the world. Does Steve mean we take TT on the road as like a live show in Cyprus and he's hosting us? Is that what he's sort of suggesting there? Like all expenses paid.
Well, if you pay, Steve, if you pay, we're there.
We are international. We've got Kate tunes in from Singapore, haven't we?
Just call me Mr. Worldwide. You know, I'm particularly now, boys. Sky Sports News. Yeah. Sky Sports News. Going global. The Gov goes global. That was probably my highest professional moment, I have to be honest.
You weren't even going to do it. Me and Rich were going to do it. We were going down the cricket. We had to give it to you. We had no choice.
Heard that you were very nervous. He gave you half an hour's notice and you had a spot on your nose.
Oh, it was huge.
But it was great. It was a very, very good interview. And it's the fastest I've ever seen Gov put a video up on the YouTube channel, Matt.
He's like Usain Bolt, wasn't he?
Unbelievable. There it was. Within 5 minutes. Oh, look, Gov's been on this. Oh, look, it's on the platform already.
In the time it took you to do the interview, to us to walk down from the house to the cricket, which was about 15 minutes, it was on the internet.
It was there.
I did too, right? Do right. Yeah. Fishman says, I regret saying we should sign Dom Telford.
I get that.
Yeah. I get that. We've all said silly things. We should sign certain players.
Mike, though, he was scoring goals, wasn't he?
Nick Webster's he's having a moment of realization. He says, I used to like John Nolan. I think I lost perspective of what a good player was after years of use of average ones.
I'm waiting for Matt to bring up. He had a good game away at West Brom. You've said that before.
The header.
Yeah, there he goes. I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah,
was a
he
good
went for a nice little purple period there. He was doing all right, but then he went all pear-shaped, didn't he?
He's got about 4 goals.
Got injured, I
he
think.
was. Yeah, he was injured quite a lot. I think he's been at Macclesfield. I think he's been at Tranmere.
Bristol Rovers.
I'm going to get him on this platform. If anyone knows John Nolan, if anyone's got a contact for him, contact me, because we want to bring him on the platform. We want to bring John Nolan to Talking Town.
I'm like, it's like 2010 all over again. David Cameron in front of the European Union. I'm putting my veto down. All right, I'm putting that veto down, and I'm saying no.
I thought you were going to say you're going to go to Nice and put your trotters up, as Daddy Dyer said. Where is he with his trotters up?
I was trying to think of any other analogy, but all I could think was David Cameron the veto. I don't know why. Right, we've got this fabulous moment from Talking Town history. It's got Steve and Luke Penning on it to start off with, but of course it is Ipswich Town versus Arsenal under 21's full-time thoughts.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
I just want to get like a live reaction, so we'll watch it through once, and then we'll go from there, if that's okay, gentlemen. Here we go. And goal was shocking attempt at 1-1. I'll just bring in Matt. I'll just drop you out quickly. Sorry, Steve. I'll bring you back for so stay ready. But Matt, welcome into the stream this evening. Thanks for joining us. Talking Town contributor, obviously on a regular basis. That comment there needs excuse back. Nolan too negative. What are you thinking with that one?
It's absolutely embarrassing. We've just lost to teenagers. Those kids are going to be in school registration tomorrow morning.
Don't make me laugh. It hurts my head when I laugh.
It's an absolute embarrassment. We were cruising the first half, weren't we? As Darren Ambrose said on the coverage.
Oh, there we go. That
historic moment. That angry, I got onto my phone. Didn't even put this little setup together. It was on my phone. But look, it's chalk and cheese now, and compared to I saw the vision. We can be Premier League. We can be Premier League.
Did we sign Mark McGuinness off the back of that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
he was playing for us.
He was good in that game. I seem to recall. He was doing double geography the next morning.
But again,
unbelievable.
What Talking Town's about? Live content with fans having their say after a game in their own words. And I had no clue what you were going to say. And looking back, yeah, I now could see the look on your face, and would probably be more hesitant about putting you on. But because you look like you were having steam coming out of your ears, and
I probably had a couple of sherbets during the game.
It looked like it. I didn't want to say anything, but it did look like it. Yeah, and yeah.
Had to get through the 90 minutes somehow. Now we're going to be playing. Now we've gone from playing Arsenal 21s or whatever it was, 23s or whatever, to actually playing Arsenal. So there you go. There's the jump, right?
That is, but different times, right? Where you've got just nothing to look forward to. Like, there was a Papa John's game.
Papa John's, what an awful trophy that was.
We should have got to Wembley for that.
Well, it was.
We should have got to Wembley for that, but that would have just put a little bit of a sheen on being in the third tier, I suppose. But it still eludes us, Wembley Stadium, doesn't it? The new Wembley. Was John Jules in the
Arsenal team? He must have been, I would have thought.
He might have been,
Yeah, possibly. He might have been injured because he's normally injured, isn't he?
Someone will tell us in the comment. Yeah.
Where is he still at Derby?
No, he's been released by He's been released by Arsenal, actually, because he was only on loan at Derby, wasn't he?
Oh, was he really? Oh, I didn't realise.
Yeah, he's only on loan.
All right. We can't have one contributor meltdown without your meltdown. This is fast forwarding a couple of years. Only 2 years ago. And so this involves obviously you've got Curtis, who's
block your ears
on the platform.
Block your ears, people. Block your ears.
Steve, who's obviously a part of our midweek team. So if you see Steve on a Match Reaction Show, viewers, you know it's a midweek game. Mike D,
look at him.
Mark Dowling,
who still has his £42 Christmas tree up, I'm sure. And Mark Dowling, our friend, our barber friend from Ireland.
Brilliant.
Expensive Christmas tree, that wasn't it? But here we go. This
gets going. You've got to get it going.
Tonight, actually, the last kick of the game was a corner.
Yeah.
And I thought we'd have 11 people in the box. I just presumed we'd have 11 people in and they'd just give it a welly.
Just because I know he's on a timeout, let's bring him in to see what he's got to say to himself. Here he is. McKenna's at the wheel. Come on in, Crunch.
Good evening. How are we doing? Everyone looks fucking miserable. Cheer up, you miserable bastards.
Just draw 0-0 at home to Cheltenham, Crunch. Is there a hell of a lot to be cheerful about that?
Well, it's hardly fucking disastrous, Martin. Come on. It's one of those nights where, hang on, sorry, it's a bit dark. I have to watch where I'm going. The longer the game went on, the less we looked likely to score. I'm pretty sure Selena's probably getting a hard time on it from you, Martin. He laid one right on Wes Burns' plate after about 5 minutes, and he should have absolutely buried it. You know, an early goal, it's a different game. But there's 2 teams in that football match, and you have to give credit to Cheltenham. Look, it's annoying. They've got 4 points off us this season, and everyone's moaning, saying boring Cheltenham towards the end. That's not their fault, Martin, that they're going down.
No.
That's because we didn't put them to bed early when we should have done, mate. It's just one of them things. It's just one of them things, you know. Early goal, it's a different game, but goals change games, and we didn't score tonight. Joe Piggott, by the way, absolutely woeful when he come on, wasn't he? Piggott and Bond. Absolutely shit, the both of them.
I hear you, Crunch. I will come back at you. How does it actually sort of explode from here? Do you remember who said something?
Mark Dowling says, but Mark Dowling says we didn't try and score. And then I absolutely lose the plot and basically say about you lot all sitting at home in your fucking living rooms, you need to get in your cars. Hang on, Mark lives in Ireland, Matt.
Get on a plane. Well, he did, to be fair. He was there on the last day of the season. Shout out, Mark.
Fucking hell.
Was he there? I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was there. He was there.
Yeah, come over to the statue. He was
I will
back
try
to
and find the
statue.
moment you actually have a meltdown, because I think
it's about a minute on.
I think it's such a special moment in Talking Town history.
Yeah.
Oh, you've cut me.
No, he's gone now. He's been cut off
because
here. Look.
It is so special.
Here we go.
Like
This is got to be it.
You lose it totally.
Can't hear.
Can't even, have you muted it, Martin?
Have you muted
Can't
it?
hear it. Can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
You muted it.
Hang on.
We beat a team, we're going to make the playoffs. We lose, we're the fucking worst thing in
That's
the world.
every team.
You were at the game tonight. You can't say that they fucking tried to score a goal. You can't say that. You watched the video. You cannot sit there and say that we tried to score a goal tonight.
Of course we fucking did. What game are you fucking watching? What game are you watching? You're talking utter fucking bollocks that we didn't try and score a goal. What game are you fucking watching, Mark? No, he's talking absolute bollocks. All of you lot sitting at home in the fucking warm, and people like me and Colin. No, listen to me. We go up and down the fucking country, and you fucking knobs sit on here and you fucking moan week after fucking week. Get in your fucking cars, get to the fucking games, support the fucking team.
Get out of the t-shirt. Chance to be a fine thing. You got the points now. You got to have the points now, haven't you?
Fucking hell. 4 points Cheltenham took off us. Unbelievable.
Do you still stand by those comments, Rich? Would you regret them now?
I don't think anyone could ever say that we didn't try and score a goal.
No, but again, it's a complete
head loss. It's a complete head loss.
Yeah.
I've gone. You got to get in your cars. Boys.
You were cold as well, to be fair. It's gone to your head.
Yeah, get in your cars.
The thing is, that's the first time I've actually seen it back.
Me too. I've not seen that back. Yeah.
And in that incident, I want to die. You can tell on my face I'd like to crawl somewhere and die, because this is the worst thing ever.
I think that actually got clipped up, and it was on that no context Talking Town, Matt. I think that was on there.
Most likely.
Yeah, I think it was.
I can laugh about it now, because obviously I know Mark's well and truly okay with it. I know Steve, Curtis, everybody else is on the show. Mike D.
Steve is the one who looks a little bit shocked. Everyone else is like
Steve's chilled out, isn't he? He's chilled out. He won't expect to that.
It's just a complete head loss. Like watching that, I'm thinking.
One thing we've not mentioned is this content has been up for an award twice at the Football Content Awards, was it? We've made it.
Comedy Award, but look at that clip.
Yeah. Football Comedy Awards.
The Ebba's going to blow off.
The kind of content they want, you see.
I mean, we can't be having that in the Premier.
Don't worry, guys. Just chill out. If you're watching now, stay with me. Stay with me after this, because we're talking cricket at 9-ish. 9-ish. So
we're going to finish shortly. We'll do some questions in a
Stay
moment.
Stay with us, because we'll have a nice chilled out conversation, me and Rob. There'll be no swearing.
There'll
be no swearing.
I mean, you know, the language I can't. The language I'm not a massive fan of. I don't mind a bit of mild profanity, but that was a little bit over the top. But that's what we are.
You've dropped the F-bomb loads on this show. Don't give me that. Come on,
fucking shut up, will you?
You're trying to be the grandma's favourite here. Come on,
grandma's favourite. Is it the housewife's favourite, Matt?
No, he said grandparents love me after you've been on Sky Sports News. That was your thing, wasn't it?
They do, to be fair.
Grandparents.
The grandparents, he said, yeah, the olds, yeah.
Is it on the bus? That bus trip, Tiptree Jam.
I think I don't mind that so much, you know, because everyone my age now, you know, they've got, you know, they're grandkids, aren't they? Right, so it's fine.
Yeah,
but it's all good. It's all good.
Well, mainstream appeal, Ryan, that's you. Mainstream appeal.
Yeah. I don't think so. Owen Griffiths not even the watershed yet. Kevin Hansnip could easily swear at the T20 so far. I don't have a clip. Woman says, "What's my clip?" I don't have it. I don't think I have a clip. When Gov goes to bingo, he's a stud, says Stephen Perry. Yes, he knows. He knows. Look, no, that was. I mean, that just as we were saying earlier in the show. That's what Talking Town's about, right? It's that live post-game passion. It's that yeah, you've lost it. But that's what makes Talking Town such good viewing. You're seeing real passion.
Giving an opinion.
Yeah. You see, all you knobs who sit on here. Hang on,
get in your cars.
The very next night, you were sat on here.
Yeah, get in your cars.
It's all about the passion, isn't it? You want passion, you come to Talking Town. That's what it's all about. We all bleed blue and white DNA on this show. That's what it's always been about, isn't it?
Very much so. It is. I won't show anymore. We'll go straight to the questions because I know we've got to finish and do the European Championships as well. So I'll start with the Discord. We've already asked Lewis's question from the Discord. Yeah, we've got to do that as well. Don't worry. I'm going to get there. We've got the phone out.
I'm going to do the. Do you want me to do the Rod Stewart, Matt?
Yes, please. Have you had a few of them? Yeah. After a few Jack Daniels.
Dive into the bowl.
Mike says, are you doing a special fixture release? Yes, we are doing a special next week for the fixture release show, Mike. We certainly are. Okay, we've got Lego Legs. Sean, if you have any past Ipswich player in their prime from any era to join the current team, who would you pick? Sean's would be John Wall, no nonsense player.
That's going to be my choice, Walkie. If not Walkie, I'd probably go Terry Butcher. You need someone to bleed for you, don't you, on the pitch? Not that it'd be allowed anymore. You'd have to go and change your shirt. But that kind of attitude, you know what I mean? Wear the headband, bleeding. Was it against Luton Rich? Gets the sponge out, his nose bleed.
England game against Sweden. His nose wouldn't stop bleeding in the Luton game. He ended up in hospital, didn't he? He lost a lot of blood.
I think he took, when we lost that Milk Cup game at Norwich at Carrow Road in, what was it, 80 something?
85. Don't talk to me about that. I cried.
He kicked me too. He
booted the door in, didn't he?
Kicked the dressing room door for its hinges. That's what you want. Blue and white. Love it.
I'm going for a bit of star quality sprinkled in this team, and one of Matt's favourite players, not John Nolan. You know where I'm going. Daly and Atkinson.
Yes.
I mean, if you're a Town fan and you've not seen that hat trick he scored against Middlesbrough, absolute quality. And I think him at the time, I don't think John Duncan, Matt, could handle his sort of, because he was a little bit of a maverick, wasn't he? I think he.
Who told us that? Was it Craig?
Craig Forrest said he had the red. Yeah. He turned up in the red Ferrari, didn't he? I think he was in training, but I think he couldn't handle him. He couldn't handle him, John Duncan. Whereas Kieran, I think he's a really good man manager. I think he could have got him on the straight and narrow. Look, such sad things that happened to Dalian, and God rest his soul, because he was an absolute legend for Town. And
where would you play him? Where would you play him in this team?
Well, probably maybe off the right, maybe a front three, possibly. But
be electric wherever. Be electric wherever he would be. Yeah.
So you two have gone for outstanding choices. The chat have gone with Paul Mariner, says Kev Hansen, just to name one player. I mean, they've all gone with some proper players. Louis Fenton's gone for a Prime Murphy or a Billikowski, but I'm going to go the other end, and I'm going to just put a little red herring out there. All right, I'm going to put the Kieran McKenna can make any player mantra to its fullest test. I'm going to bring Aaron Drinham back. I want to see. I want to put that Kieran McKenna can make any player better. We all say to the test.
What would have happened if he'd scored in that Wigan game when he actually hits the bar? That could have opened the floodgates to 20 goals. We'll never know.
Was it a sliding doors moment, Matt?
It was a sliding doors moment. If that had gone in, he'd have been a hero. Yeah.
I remember back to those times. Everyone was raving about this player, and I was kept saying, "What are you all seeing that I'm not?"
Was he a McCarthy signing? He wasn't he? Was he McCarthy?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, yeah, I think
But yeah, why not?
He was, you know.
Lewis Robinson asked 2 questions. I'm going to go for the more serious question. So I'm not going to. No, well, we've done that one actually. Sorry, my mistake, Lewis. Ben says, should Warner save Marlon Pack's free kick for Pompey on that Thursday night in 2022?
No. I see that on the Discord. No.
Martin was fuming over that.
Top bins.
I wasn't fuming over that. It was the fisherman that thought he should
the
save
result.
it.
The result. You said that's a terrible point.
Yeah, I said it was a good point, didn't I?
It was a terrible point. They were sacked 3 days later.
Yeah.
Was it 3 days later? It wasn't long.
They lasted a little bit longer. They lasted a little bit. The Cowleys.
Oh, the Cowleys.
The Cowleys. Yeah, your man.
Cowleys. Robert says, if you guys had to pick between Ipswich scraping 6th and winning the Europa League season after, then being relegated, so very similar to previous Premier League exploits, or back-to-back wins of the league and the FA Cup with mid-table Premiership finishes both seasons, which would you pick?
I'd go the latter one. I want to stay in the Premier League now. I'm going to be going back down to the Football League with the peasants. We're at the King's table, everybody. I won't be going down on dining on breadcrumbs anymore, do we?
You would both accept 10th,
yeah,
in both seasons, but winning the FA Cup and the League Cup. Okay, yeah, why not? I'll go with that.
I'll take 17th next season now anyway. I mean, I'd listen to your show Sunday. People saying they wouldn't accept 17th. Blew me mind.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. What's been your proudest moments in starting Talking Town, says Owen? Sky Sports News for me.
I think it's got to be the FCAs. I think the first time we went there, we went to London. Matt promised us, go down here, we'll get a cab.
I'll find you a cab, don't you worry, boys.
Queue for 25. I think that's got to be the proudest moment. And
yeah, that was really good, yeah.
Matt trying to nick all the red wines to himself.
Did a good job of it, to be fair. I think I think probably our proudest moment is probably that. The guests we've had on.
Yeah.
You know, Matt Slater coming on from The Athletic to talk about the takeover was a huge thing for us. When we think back where we start, as you saw earlier, the 13 minutes or whatever it was. And then there we are, world-renowned journalist, breaking news, Ipswich is going to get taken over. And he's on the show doing an hour with us. So just blows my mind how you can go from one to the other quite quickly.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. We've got a question here from. I've got to go through. There's some strange people in our Discord.
Really?
I've got to go through. So what on earth are you talking about? All right, Mike D, what's your death row 3-course meal? And actually, when I say people, Lewis Robinson, I'm looking at you. That's who I mean. Mike D, what's your death row 3-course meal and drink?
Well, so I wouldn't have 3 courses. I don't want to be going to the chair feeling stuffed. So I'd probably just do 2 courses. Certainly be a bottle of red wine.
Would you go starter or dessert, Matt?
I'd go dessert.
I'll go starter.
You've got to have 3 courses. It's your last ever meal, mate. You've got to go.
I don't care. I'm not going with indigestion to the electric chair.
It doesn't matter. Right, fair enough.
I'd go probably fish and chips, a cornetto, bottle of red wine.
Cornetto?
Romanian wine. Romanian red wine. Remember that was another lockdown favourite?
Yeah, that was a good fun.
Strawberry cornetto.
Rich?
Carrot and coriander soup. Nice big bit of steak. I wouldn't have a dessert. Just have a couple of away days beers. There you go.
There you go. And get yourself plugged in.
Good throwback. I would go. I'm not really big on starters. Probably like a goat cheese something. I don't know. So I'm not read.
I'll go for that. I'll change. But I'll have that sausage pasta that Matt cooked up that day, and he put on the WhatsApp group. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's got better. I'm just trying to think.
Is there any sausages in there?
Yeah. I wonder what crimes we've committed in order to be on death row.
Let's not go there. Main meal, I'd go for an Indian, so tikka masala or something, a lamb, or obviously tikka masala. And dessert, I'd go for a hot brownie with cold custard.
Well, not a flan.
Cold?
Not a flan.
Flan tray.
Depends.
Are you doing a flan? Are you making a flan this Christmas?
Get
them now.
Get there now. We're in June. It's summertime outside. Well, it's not really summertime, is it? But
before you know it, it'll be autumn.
It will be.
Mike D, if you have a penalty kick to save your life, you can choose between Aaron Drinnan or Ollie Hawkins to take it. Who are you choosing? Somebody comments back to that in this Discord.
Hawkins has been transfer listed, Matt, as well.
Has he? He used to take pens, didn't he, for Pompey?
What a great show that was, the Ollie Hawkins show, when I said, I thought it was Ollie Watkins.
That is the definition of wishful thinking, everybody. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, Hawkins for me. He'd bury it.
Yeah, I'd go Hawkins. Yeah, I'd go Hawkins. Rob Holmes asked, if you're a professional sports person, what boxing, darts, etc., what would be your walkout song, music of choice?
The Man by the Killers.
Oh, I'm going to see the Killers
Only
in a couple of weeks, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say The Man by who's the artist? It escapes me. I'm trying to quickly Google it. Rich, over to you. Which is yours?
What would I come out? I'll come out to. Do you remember Soccer AM?
Yeah.
Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are?
Nice. Nice. What was your sport be?
Mr. Big Stuff.
Snooker, I've given that you got a 30 break at the weekend.
13.
Oh, 13. I misheard.
Yeah, no, it wasn't 30.
13.
I would have never got a 30 break on the stand of the table I was playing on.
No,
It was absolute
bad
shit.
days.
Huntingdon Snooker Club, hang your heads in shame. 15 quid a year membership. What would you expect,
Well,
Matt?
what do you expect? Yeah, torn
And a
days.
snooker
The
club.
Man by Aloe Black.
A snooker club as well, Matt. That had one of them punch bags. You know them punch balls?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'd
weird.
already go on that.
Yeah,
We
weird.
scored quite highly, I should
Yeah,
imagine.
you can tell everybody. This is your sound.
Oh,
No,
Elton,
that's a
have
different song.
Elton John?
That's a different song.
What
I'm singing a
song?
different song. I'm singing a different song.
Are we doing this Euros draw? Are we doing
We are
it?
in a second. We are. Few more questions, and then we've got the Euros draw. Okay. Sorry, you have to tell the cricket guys
Rob,
to wait.
don't
It's
worry,
raining at
we'll-
the moment, so you can't.
There's only Rob. There's only me and
Message
Rob.
him.
Well, it's raining. Tell Rob it's raining. As a cricket fan, he'll
Hey,
understand.
stop playing. Start delayed.
It'll be a draw. We'll call it off. We've got a few questions from our YouTube community tab. We've got, in fact, no, we haven't. We've got a load of comments, but no. Oh, hang on. Have you thought about inviting opposition podcaster on as a guest after each game for a quick review, not just before a game, as it might be quite spicy, says Andy McVeigh. It's a good idea, Andy, that, to be fair. I have put it in my notepad. I did think, on a something there. Although, but the problem with that is, like, if you've beaten her, which, you know, some will say...
We get
won't happen
Lordy. We'd start getting Lordy.
Will they come on? Like, you've travelled, I don't know, 300 miles.
After we've just drilled Man City at Portman Road.
Exactly.
They don't want to know, will they?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, right?
We had them Southampton fans walk past the statue, didn't we, after the 3-2 Sarmiento, and we just gave them a load
See
of
you at
shit.
Wembley. We'll see you at Wembley, they said.
Yeah.
Well, you were at Wembley and you won, so we'll see you in the Premier League, boys.
Yeah.
Before we do the draw, last question. Mike the Fishman, question for Cruncher. What makeup hair dyes are you using these days?
Jealousy, Mike, is a very horrible thing, my friend. Just because you've got no hair. Do you shine your head, Mike?
It's the
Right.
sheen.
Leave it there. Again, live viewing. Here we go. Right, so we've got the draw. Here is the teams. They are literally all there, as you can see.
Wheel.
We've got the wheel.
Right.
I'm going to shuffle all the teams. They are in order of groups downwards. So Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland, Spain, Croatia,
We've
Italy,
got to do the
Albania,
names first.
Slovenia.
We don't want any. We don't want any
I've got the
allegations of
names.
fixing.
I will draw the names first, and then Gov will draw the country. So we've got
But just to
24
confirm they're all
names
there,
here.
Serbia,
24
England, Holland,
names,
France,
with
Poland, Austria.
£160 to the winner, Matt.
Make sure-
£80 to the runner-up.
Send it over.
Right,
go.
Shuffle them.
right. The first name.
Here we go.
Ben Hobbs.
Ben Hobbs.
Yeah.
Right. So I've now got to press the button. Here we go. Ben Hobbs, you are going to be
Nothing can go wrong here.
supporting Austria. Well done, Ben. Right, Rich, over to you.
Oh, there's
Go.
a round of applause. I don't think Ben's having a round of applause. He's just picked Austria, Matt. The
have
next
to rattle
name
through this.
is Dino.
Dino, you will be supporting Spain.
Yeah, I'll be happy.
Not
I'll
like
be happy,
Dino.
I'll be happy with Spain. Next
like
name out of the hat is Stephen Butler.
Stephen Butler, you will be supporting Slovenia.
So close to England. Unlucky, Stephen.
I'm just writing them down.
Next name at the
Don't
hat.
worry.
Stephen
Next
ain't
name
bloody
out of the hat
applauding.
is it's a fix. Archie Moss.
Please don't
Oh my
be.
God.
It's phew. Something he won't
Poland.
actually win. Poland.
Oh, everyone's breathing a
Lewandowski injured
huge
apparently.
sigh of relief on social media. They'd
They are.
have cried fix. Hang on. Whoa. Gov.
Is it?
Who's he got?
Gov,
Who's he got?
Serbia.
I wasn't quite sure out of Serbia or Georgia who I wanted, to be fair. Serbia. Excellent.
Right. Hang on.
Absolutely
Let me shuffle them. Let me shuffle the
excellent.
pack.
What a
Let me
waste of
shuffle
a
them.
tenner.
Whoa.
You
Slow
shuffle
down,
them.
slow
You
down.
shuffle them.
Dominic Dean.
You
Dominic
shuffle them.
Dean.
Is Croatia.
Croatia.
They in the group
Almost
of death
going
this year
tournament.
with Italy and Spain.
I'm not
Group
sure.
of
They
death
did
though,
well
isn't it?
for
Italy
it,
and Spain.
tournament.
Next out of the hat is
Yeah.
Mr. Craig Chapman.
Hey. Great barbecue down at Craig's the other week.
Denmark.
The Danes. 92. 1993.
Not a bad one.
Came off the bench
Not
to
a
win.
bad one.
John
Yeah,
Jensen,
you
Matt.
never
John
know.
Jensen.
John Jensen, yeah.
Next ball out of the hat is
I reckon Serbia's got it.
the
this year.
crystal ball. Richard Chandler.
He's got Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Would have been good if it was Eurovision. Maybe not the football.
You
God,
never
you're
know.
going too
You
quick.
never know.
I haven't got the names out. Next one is
Sorry,
Emerson
mate.
Fairweather.
Oh, he's got
Emerson
France.
Fairweather.
Emerson gets the
France.
break. If he plays there.
Right.
France for Emerson. You ready?
Just let me draw out the next one. Stephen Parry. From Charlie.
Belgium.
The Belgians.
Belgium. Well done, Stephen. You've not won, but well done.
Was Belgium
Because
spelled
Serbia are
incorrectly?
going to win it this year.
Next one out is
I copied
Ben
it. It might be,
Morin.
actually.
Ben Morin off Twitter.
Ben Morin.
To be
Morin.
fair, I did copy this over very
Morin.
quickly.
Ben Morin.
Yes.
He is going to be
Yeah.
supporting Albania.
Oh, unlucky Ben.
Let's be crap, Albania. How
You
about
never
getting to
know.
tournaments these days?
Next one out of
Well,
the hat
because
is
Extended it.
Paul Slater.
Can we please leave some good team? Get rid of some good teams before Richard's doing.
Oh,
Germany.
the host.
Oh, Paul.
Deutschland.
Paul, you may have just taken the whole shaboodle.
Next out, Josh Mumby.
Okie dokie. I'm really getting worried that we're getting left with Italy and England and Holland.
Don't
And
worry
your
about
name's
that.
not appeared yet, Rich.
Don't worry about
If
that.
I am.
Romanian red wine.
Romania.
Romania.
Matt's not out yet. Matt's not out yet.
No.
neither.
I'm
Yeah, but
getting
they
on
won't.
good.
They won't come after Mountains Better.
Matt Stannard.
Matt Stannard. Ben Marin. Albania. I thought I put £20 behind the bar at the Greyhound. Good work, Ben. Love that.
Matt Stannard.
Holland.
Holland.
Oh,
Come on,
the
look,
Dutch.
They're
That's
looking good,
excellent.
man. Looking
Yeah,
good, Ben.
Excellent.
Scoring goal.
I'm glad they came out.
Next one is he gives away shirts. We're going to do a shirt giveaway. Joe Jones.
Joe Jones.
Good name. Hungary. Hungary.
Although Nick has made a point. Where is France? I don't know where France are, to be fair. We might have to
Emerson.
redraw this. Not right
Emerson.
now.
Graham Roberts.
Emerson's
Graham
gone.
Roberts. France
Oh,
are
okay.
out.
Good.
Emerson. Graham
Emerson
Roberts.
got- What,
Nick,
did Graham Roberts?
don't do
Let's take
that.
it top.
No, it's not Graham Roberts
Come
who played
on.
for Spurs. Come on, spin.
Hang on. Nick's just giving me a contrary love of the bloody internet, boys. Hang on a minute, will you? I thought I'd left France out. I thought, oh no, I've got to do
No,
the topic again.
Emerson's got France. Emerson.
Oh, right.
Emerson got a
Good.
French.
Thank
Spin
you.
it.
Thank
This
you.
is Graham Roberts. This is Graham Roberts.
I got
Roberts.
something right.
Formerly of Chelsea.
Graham Roberts is going to get.
Turkey.
Oh, unlucky
Oh, he
Graham.
nearly had England. Is that unlucky or not? Right, next one. Lewis Robertson.
Nick, I need
Yes,
to
there's a
die.
team in there with your name on it.
Slovakia.
Oh, I was hoping it was
Slovakia.
going to be Scotland. Lewis is going out, isn't he, to Euros?
Yes, yeah. Won the Ukraine games, I think, in
Ooh, is he?
Cologne. Yeah.
Lee Bayliss.
Go on, Lee.
Is Scotland.
Go on, Lee.
He's got Scotland.
Oh, no. We have
So
got.
we've got Italy, England, and Portugal still left to go.
Right. It's one of my other lads, Ollie.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Oh, unlucky, Ollie. You're not winning either, mate.
Martin's relieved.
You two are still left in it, and you've got a great little draw left for you two, haven't you?
Josh Cornish. Josh Cornish.
Right, come on, Josh. Please take Italy or England. Please, Josh. Please. No, Josh. No, Josh.
Is that Czech Republic now? Czechia.
The Czechs.
The Czechs.
Come on. Matt, we've got a great chance here. We just got to avoid Georgia, mate.
Yeah, we're in.
Right,
We're quick in.
The mogul. Here he
Come
is.
on.
Come on.
Press that button, Martin.
Go on. Give him Georgia. Give him Georgia.
England.
Oh,
Hey, he's not
Matt's
winning.
got England.
He's not
Give
winning.
me the money now. Pass me the money now.
Right. Here we are. This is me. This is me.
This is you, is it?
Steady on
It
that
won't be
button, please,
Georgia.
Guff.
Please be Georgia. Please be
Steady
Georgia.
on
No,
that.
Georgia.
It won't be Georgia.
It won't be
Please
Georgia.
do not be
Please
Georgia. Please don't be Georgia.
Yes.
Ah! This is not a fix, ladies and gentlemen.
Unlucky.
Right. Ah, it is what it is, mate. We got two left.
Thank you so much.
Tom Bridge. Tom Bridge.
Oh, I could take the mogul winning. I couldn't. Social media couldn't take you winning. Not something I've drawn out.
Italia?
Right. It's
Tom
Italy.
Bridge has
Yeah.
got Italy, and the last one in the hat is one of my other lads, Elliot Moss. Portugal.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's the problem. Another one of these lads going to win a competition.
There we go.
Very
Anyway,
good.
thank
Well
you
done,
for
Very
everyone
good.
that has entered.
Yeah, brilliant.
We will
Well done.
obviously
Well
follow
done.
that on the show, won't we?
Yeah.
Starts Friday night.
You have. It does. We'll do some podcasts throughout it, and obviously this has been the birthday show. And as we close the birthday show, I think it's only fair now to tell you that all the content's now going behind a £5 paywall, where you can only access it if you pay £5 to me.
Lee Bayless says bloody Scotland. Stephen Parry from Chorley. If I win on the Euros, think I'll donate my winnings to the ITFC Foundation. Well done, Parry. Who did Steve Parry get, by the way?
Is that legit?
Who's
He's
Parry
actually said
got?
that.
It's a really nice touch. It's a really
Belgium.
nice gesture.
Belgium.
Belgians.
Oh, I'm thinking he had someone like Slovakia or someone. Okay, no, you might use a good show.
Lee Bayless has messaged me, Matt, and he said he's already got the bagpipes out.
And by the way, there is no, there won't be a login paywall. You have to pay £5 to access the video.
That was a joke.
That was a joke, everybody.
You can support us $4.99 per month. Cancel at any point, but you don't have to. And you are going to
worry
still
for the cricket show. A little bit worried for the cricket show because this is actually going down too easy.
Might be gone once you've spoken about England's performance against Australia.
Well, maybe, yeah. Maybe we should have a couple more of them.
Might be. But there we go. So it's been 4 years of Talking Town. Hopefully, I'm sure there will be 4 more years, but hopefully there'll be 4 more years at the very least. As we now go into the Premier League, there'll be the same shows, new shows, the same voices, new voices. There'll be a whole lot of change.
We want new voices. We want new voices to join, don't we? It'd be great to have some new contributors, wouldn't it? He wouldn't have to listen to us. He wouldn't have to listen to us too, would he?
Yeah.
No, I could turn you both off. Bloody joy. I might actually have a peaceful life. But no, looking forward to it. But thank you so much for your love and support over the last 4 years. It's been truly.
How many likes can we get for the show? Can we get 400? Because we're 4. Can we get 400 likes? What do you
We're
reckon?
more likely to get 4. People don't seem to press the button.
Well, not when you two are on. No, I mean, I got a load of likes on my Sky Sports News appearance.
I think me and Matt have had more views for our transfer show than you had for your Sky Sports News one, didn't
People tuned in.
Yeah, nearly 6K.
They want to see what we
also.
think.
I mean, but if you also took into account the Sky Sports News actual TV ratings,
well, hang on.
I was on that.
Well, they didn't put me and Matt on Sky Sports News, did we? So how do we know?
Would have gone viral.
There you go.
For the wrong reasons. We all know about YouTube being viral. We've covered that. But no, thank you so much, and your love and support has been truly appreciated and humbling and grateful. And we couldn't do it without you. So thank you all ever so much. Stick around for Talking Cricket.
We will start the cricket show at 9:20. We'll give you 6 minutes to go to the toilet, get a cup of tea, get yourself back here. Come on, there's many people back here. Support the platform.
Exactly.
Excellent. Thank you for watching.
There you go.
As always, Richard Moss, Matthew Phillips, and as I said at the start of the show, thank you to every single contributor.
And what? Wait! Whoa! Wait just a minute, because without you, And I know I've said this before on here, Matt. He hates praise, doesn't he, this man? If
well,
it wasn't,
the Sky Sports thing.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
starting to think differently.
But if it wasn't for Martin and all his hard work, and I know we get on at him, and I know we moan at him, and where's this, where's that. But if it wasn't for you, mate, honestly, we both appreciate you, and everyone in the chat and everyone watching really does appreciate you, mate. And look, many more years of chatting town and chatting shit and just chatting because we love it, don't we, Matt?
We do.
We
do.
absolutely
Yeah,
do.
100%. Yeah, brilliant. Well,
you're right.
Well said.
I don't like the praise, but I absolutely accept it. And it's not bad for when someone once told me that a YouTube channel would never amount to anything. We ain't done so bad so far, have we?
Yeah.
So
not bad.
Thank you so much for watching us. I love you all. Appreciate you.
You make me smile when I think of you. If I am down or when I am blue, I can't get enough. You make me happy, I feel so fine. Oh, how I wish that you were mine. I can't get enough. I woke up all soaked in sweat, with chills running down my neck. I thought went crazy from just the thought of you.